Maybe you've heard great things about this critically acclaimed rap duo, or you've listened to some of their songs, you're interested, and you want to know more. Perhaps you're a super fan and you just check out any video related to them whatsoever. Whatever the case may be, this is an introduction to Run the Jewels. In 2011, rapper, political activist, and Atlanta native Killer Mike met LP. Killer Mike had been in the game for more than a decade, putting out his own material, getting features on Outkast songs, and also working with T.I. While Killer Mike was a well-known name in Atlanta, he didn't really have the same popularity as the guys that he was working with. LP had a similar, slightly more underground hip-hop backstory. He engulfed himself in the New York City rap community since he was a teenager in the early 90s. He was producing, rapping, and he even started his own record label back in the day. So before they met, both of these guys were underrated, unsung heroes in rap. They had been working hard for decades, putting on for their respective cities, but they were not getting too much widespread popularity. They meet in 2011, and LP produces Killer Mike's 2012 album, Rap Music. That same month, LP drops his own solo project, Cancer for Cure, which featured Killer Mike on one of the most popular tracks. After realizing how much chemistry there was between the two of them, Killer Mike and LP decided to go on tour together. The tour went well, and they ended up joining forces, making a rap duo, and they named themselves Run the Jewels, which referenced lyrics in an LL Cool J song. In 2013, the group released their self-titled debut studio album, and for the remainder of this video, I will just be raving about the discography of these two gentlemen. I don't want to sound like some out-of-touch, old-school hip-hop head, but this kind of rap album is so rare in today's music landscape. It's 10 tracks, just over half an hour long, only a few features, everybody writes their own verses, and one of the rappers produces the entire album with a little bit of help. That just does not happen. It is so cool seeing two anti-establishment rap veterans essentially going into the studio and making an album by themselves. It's without the pressures of a major label trying to tear them down creatively. These guys are some of the most talented rappers in the game today, period. From both members of this group, you get some of the best lyrics and flows out of anyone in the industry. Killer Mike is like a wrecking ball, tearing down anything that gets in his way. His verses are jam-packed with aggressive, hard-hitting bars that will have you feeling like you can do anything. LP's delivery is slick. He oozes confidence throughout this whole album as he gives you clever line after clever line. When you're the guy making all the beats, you better sound good on them, and he certainly does. The lyrical themes throughout the project are diverse. They touch on a variety of different socio-political issues, they toy with rap stereotypes, and the whole thing is a fast-paced, loud, dystopian roller coaster ride from start to finish. This album is hard-hitting. It touches on real issues without taking itself too seriously, and I can't speak highly enough on how technically gifted Killer Mike and LP are. When it comes to rappers actually rapping, they are certainly some of the best working today. And I don't want this to sound like a bad thing, but you can kind of sing the same exact praise for all three of their albums. Run the Jewels 1, 2, and 3 are all hard-hitting, cleverly written, socially conscious rap albums where the focus is on great rapping and good production that helps emphasize how great the rapping is. All of these albums are written by the musicians you hear on the albums. RTJ 1, 2, and 3 are all produced by LP with a little help from some friends. The chemistry between the two rappers is insane. It's two guys that have spent their entire careers staying true to themselves, and the hard work is finally starting to pay off. And while these albums are far more successful critically than commercially, I think that's pretty on brand for who they are as people, as musicians, whatever. These guys are storytellers, and the stories are being urgently told by Killer Mike and LP. Within every song you hear how hungry they are, how much this means to them, etc. My favorite songs on each project would probably be the self-titled track and Banana Clipper for RTJ1. For the sequel, I'd probably say Close Your Eyes and Love Again. And then for RTJ3, I love Talk to Me, Legend Has It, Hey Kids, and a report to the shareholders. P.S. I just want to mention that this is probably the biggest outlier in their discography so far. It's a lot longer, a little bloated, it's more politically charged than usual, and there are some moments of real subtlety. I hope this was a decent introduction to the group. Check out all of their stuff, and thanks for watching. Hey, thank you for watching that video. If you want to support the channel, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. You can follow me on social media at RenshawHS. You can buy my merch, support my Patreon, and thank you so much. I'll see you soon.